I understand that there was a bit of misunderstanding on the assignment, but then I already contacted Dr. Shikin and then she cancelled it lah. It's my fault because uh I did not tell her much earlier about the changes. Okay, so today is just a wrap up on what omics can do as solution for therapeutics. And then later on, I will let you guys work on the assignment. Um, After previous experience, I I I usually gave students like a week or 2 week to finish assignment. But then I realized even though I gave a very long time to complete the assignment, still some students submitted it very late, and some students submitted it not according to the, not according to the title or um, the question of the assignment. So anyway, so that's why this year I changed the format a bit. The assignment, I need you all to do it today during the class. And then you can continue doing it the whole day and then try to submit it before 5 o'clock today, before 5 p.m. today. I think it's good so that you can finish it quickly and then later on, tomorrow and afterwards, you can concentrate on other things. On other things lah. Okay, anyway. So a bit of wrap up on the therapeutics. So basically omics, the big data on all the, containing data about the biological molecule, may it be, yeah. So the omics data, the big data on the containing biological data, may it be genomics, proteomics, transcriptomics, or any other omics, you can process it, you can analyze it using specific tools. In the end, the output of these omics data, it can benefit many applications in disease or in human health problem, living things problem. So these are some of the applications of omics that I could find. It could be for therapeutics, which is the chapter 1, and then it could be for prognostic, chapter 2. So that's why we have here prognosis and therapeutic decision. Omics can help in that. And then we have, of course, screening and diagnosis of certain disease. In cancer, for example, omics can help in the early screening for cancer. And also it can help us to screen for susceptibility for certain cancer. Okay, so that's come with disease susceptibility, and then after that, omics can help us to monitor disease burden or disease progress, and then afterwards, in the case of cancer, after treatment, when the cancer is free, and then after a while, omics can help us to predict recurrence or when the disease coming back. And other than that, omics can help us in a preconception and prenatal testing to predict whether parents could have offspring that could get certain diseases. And then this is when it comes to before preconception, before the parents are, decided to to be conceived. And then after that, later on, when the baby is born, Omics can help us in newborn screening for certain for certain disorders as well. So these are some of but it can be, the list can be endless. So if you're interested in this, you can continue reading. And the whole Google thing is so huge, so try to explore everything. So again, I'm sharing with you here the workflow protocol for omics in therapeutics. If you decided to go the long way, you can start from zero by having the sample of your target problem. And then you generate the omics data. You generate the omics data by choosing the specific technology to collect those data. And then later on, you after you get all the omics data, you do the data processing, and then followed by data analysis. And then from there on, you will get the output lah. In the case of this chapter 1, it's for therapeutics. So it's the same for prognostic, for diagnostic. This workflow follows for all. You start off with sample, you generate the omics data, you process the data, you analyze, and then in the end you get the output to answer whether it's for therapeutics, it's for prognostics, or it's for diagnostics. Okay. So, as for therapeutics, what covers under the therapeutics using omics is that you can have biomarker discovery, you can do disease subtyping, and then, of course, after biomarker discovery, you can design drugs to target those biomarkers. And of course, when it falls under therapeutics, again, the how do I say the output under therapeutics can be again more than this, in which monitoring for response, drug treatment response can also fall under omics therapeutics. What else? Predicting predicting drug response is also falls under therapeutics. So I did not put it here, but I hope that you can have an imagination lah later on how omics can be a solution for therapeutics. Okay, when I prepared the slide, I kind of remember that when you do omics data, big data analysis using omics, these are the two terms that will keep on coming. The first one is GWAS or WGAS, and then the other one is pharmacogenomics. I think I already mentioned about the pharmacogenomics, but I did not mention to you about the whole genome association studies. Okay, so I just go through GWAS or genome-wide. Where's my GWAS or genome-wide association studies or whole genome association studies? This is basically one of the studies processing and analyzing genomic data which generated using a microarray technology. So GWAS usually performed to identify genetic risk factors, to find disease predisposition loci, but GWAS can also be used to discover new novel drug targets. So this is where GWAS using microarray falls under the chapter 1 which is for Omics for therapeutics. So basically how GWAS looks like is, this is typically how GWAS data traces looks like. It identify all the loci, genetic loci in the chromosome. So here, GWAS usually have at the X bar here, it has a chromosome. Here is a human chromosome up to 20, usually 22. So, and the dot there here is basically the loci representing the genetic of inside that chromosome. Okay, so I'm sharing with you here some of the article that related to the use of GWAS in omics data to identify novel therapeutic targets in, for example, in coronary artery disease. And also the other one here is GWAS to identify novel therapeutic targets for osteoporosis. So have a look at this. And these are example of article that I would love to see in your assignment. Okay, these are example of articles that you can use when you choose article for your assignment. It may start with basically the sample from zero, or I think in my article I said secondary data. So you can glimpse through some article, they start with sample zero, some articles start with the secondary data of microarray, GWAS, something like that. But I think specifically in my assignment, I want, it can be both, right? I think in the article, in the assignment statement, it can be both. But is it secondary? Anyway, so yeah. And then this is another one, example use of GWAS for cancer research and drug repositioning. But this is review article. So I want you to remember in the assignment, I don't want you to choose review article, okay? At the moment, we are unable to see the assignment on the e-learn yet. Yan said that you cannot see. Have you, if you go up on the page of the e-learn, you can see there is a quiz assignment at the very upper part of the page. Anyway, later on I'll show you. I opened the assignment since last night, but it's not. Okay, anyway. Okay, so this is, let me finish this one first, and then I'll show you in the e-learn where I put the assignment. Okay, and then the later on is pharmacogenomics or PGX studies, but I think Dr. Atira will cover this for you. It's just that I want you to be ready later on. I think this falls under chapter 3. Okay, chapter 3. So pharmacogenomic studies, in the study of how effects to the response to drugs. So this is where pharmacogenomic falls under the therapeutic. It interconnected with what Dr. Atiras will teach you, and then it connect to the chapter 1 omics as a therapeutic solution. Okay, so pharmacogenomic is the study to investigate person's response to drug, and this is because why every human being has a different response to drug. So basically in biomedical study under the pharmacogenetic, human beings as a population, we are divided into three groups of how we respond to drug. The first one is we metabolize drug fast, we metabolize drug normally, and then the other one, last one, is we metabolize drug slowly. And the reason for this is because, I skipped this one. Okay, The reason for this is because basically genetic variations are single nucleotide polymorphisms. So what is single nucleotide polymorphism? Common type of genetic variation among people, and it represent difference in a single DNA building block. Anyway, for example, SNP can replace nucleotide cytosine C with the nucleotide thymine in a certain stretch of DNA. So one single, SNP stands for single nucleotide polymorphism. So one nucleotide being changed to the other. So even though this change might seem as small, but for But for this type of molecule, drug transporters, drug metabolizing enzymes, enzymes that biosynthesize DNA, or enzymes that repair DNA, these enzymes, SNPs can change, or SNP can alter the pharmacokinetics and I put double here, the pharmacokinetic properties of the administered drug, the drug metabolites, or both at the target site, resulting in a variability in drug responses. So SNPs, when it occurs in this type of molecular protein, it can change its function, and therefore it can produce different response in different people, whether you become fast metabolizer, normal metabolizer, or you are slow metabolizer. Okay, so I think Dr. Atira will later on share with you, because that section, that subtopic that she will teach, is very connected to chapter 1 Omics in therapeutics. So this is an example of a review paper which you can read. I hope you can read it so that you can understand better. But this is just to, how do I say, introduce to you, to prepare you that under this chapter 1 therapeutic, there is a relationship between all those omics data for the use of therapeutics, and also it can cover some of the diagnostic and also some of the prognostic as well. Okay. What else do I need to, before I forgot? Let me stop here. And then I'm sharing this one, which is the wrap up of the whole thing. Where is the motivation? The motivation. Okay, so this one. Okay, so this particular slide is very important for you to have an overview, the whole thing about chapter, about this course TFM 529. So basically, chapter 1, me and Dr. Shikin have already covered how omics can be a therapeutic solution in the predicting treatment response in drug development, whether you start off with the sample or you use secondary data. So omics can help you to do this. Okay, but of course, the application of omics can be diverse, like I share with you in the first slide in the beginning of the session. So it can be more and more, and it can be intercorrelated with each other. For example, when you reach chapter 3, which is omics for diagnostics, Of course, the diagnostics that we want to cover for you is disease detection, early screening, and disease susceptibility. So these are the one which will be covered under chapter 3. But diagnostic also helps using omics predict treatment response. In that way, you have to use diagnostic assay. So this is when you probably have to clear your mind a bit and think, oh, okay, it falls under diagnostics, but the assay is to predict patient response to certain drug. Remember, in a class I share with you companion diagnostics. Okay, so companion diagnostic is one of the assay designed to predict patients' response to certain drug or whether to predict drug benefits on patient. So even though we put it in the chapter like this, but some of these chapters are interconnected with each other. So you have to have a a very calm and a very clear mind about what's it's about and then how it correlate with each other. Okay, and then I think the first 3 chapters probably would be intercorrelated with each other. And then when it comes to chapter 4, predicting side effect toxicity and patient stratification, so this is when you will see again oh yeah, Dr. Atira. So it's not chapter 3, it's chapter 4. So here you will go back again on how omics can help to stratify and predict side effects toxicity under the pharmacogenomic analysis. Okay. And then chapter 5, digital transformation, artificial intelligence in molecular medicine. So this is where all this omics data will be integrated with computer science and also machine learning to produce a better way to analyze, to provide outputs when you have this big data kind of situation, or Okay, I think so that's basically again the whole thing about chapter 1 and the whole thing about the NFM 529. I really hope that each of you would have a clear mind about the whole thing about this omics, covered by this course. And if you do have anything, please ask me, please please let me know, and then I will help you as much as I can. I know again and again every batch students tend to comment there's a lot of redundancy between certain course, but as researchers in this field, of course each area, each field in biomedical, they are intercorrelated with each other. It's just that how you interpret it and how you want to become a whole subtopic that define you from different field in the biomedical research. Anyway, so that is the wrap up summary for chapter 1, and let me show you where you can get access to the assignment. So the assignment is here. So when you log in, so when you log in, so where's my email? Okay. So when you log in, I don't know whether you can see this. So this is a different one. Go back to dashboard. This is the wrong one. Learn. Yes. Okay. When you open your eLearn, do you see this kind of look? Can anybody tell me? Yes, okay. So when you see this is where the blue this is where I park the assignment. Okay, so you just click it and then it will send you direct to this. And then you will see the assignment chapter 1 over here. Okay, so the assignment is you need to search for one research article. So whoever use review paper will not be accepted. So where authors utilize secondary omics data from public domain to screen for, or
Sorry, Doctor. Doctor, choose any paper in Google Scholar or found a specific paper?
you can choose any in from the PubMed, from Google. Usually from PubMed, yeah. So search any in which the authors utilize secondary omics data from databases. Okay, and then they screen for novel therapeutics drug development. It can be for novel therapeutics or drug development. And then the other one is to predict patients' response to drugs. I want you, once you have chosen the article, write a summary of the chosen article in 2 pages maximum. And that write-up is around 1.5 spacing. Okay? And then I want you to draw hold on, yeah, my son. Okay, so and then after you write the summary, I want you to draw a graphical abstract. Do you know what graphical abstract is? I hope you know. You can Google the definition of graphical abstract, or you can Google the example of graphical abstract. So I want you to draw a graphical abstract representing the chosen article. Okay, try to search for example of graphical abstract and follow that example to draw yours according to the article that you have chosen. And then you have to submit it before 5. Sorry, I put it 1, but actually it's before 5. I need to change this. Yeah, I will change this. Settings. So where is the? I think I already changed it. Completion text. Where? Okay, anyway, it's not 1 p.m. today, it's 5 p.m., okay? I wrote it wrong here. It's 5 p.m. today. So take your time to write the summary on your chosen paper. Do not choose review paper. And the data need to be secondary omics data. Okay? But if the author use both secondary and also primary data generated using certain technology, that's fine as well, as long as there is a secondary data in the article. Okay, because I want you to familiar with certain databases where you can download the secondary data. Okay, instead of running your own technology to generate the omics data, I want you to familiar with these databases, DAGs and whatnot. Okay, so any question regarding this assignment? I think maximum 2 pages. I don't want it more than that. And then one graphical abstract, and then just send it to me by the end of today. The write-up need to be not more than 2 pages, but if your graphical abstract fits in, it's fine with me. The write-up needs to be not more than 2 pages, maximum 2 pages. The graphical abstract, you can send it separately, maybe in the image form or in a PowerPoint form or a picture format. Is that okay? Okay. I think the assignment looks easy. It's just a summary on your chosen paper article. But do remember, I don't want review paper. And the work of the chosen article need to contain the use of secondary data from any public databases like TCGA or even Malaysian database is fine as well. Or maybe certain population Japanese TCGA is it's a global database. So have a screen through. If they use primary and secondary, that's fine. I can accept it as long as there is a secondary data being used in the paper, because I want you to familiarize with the how the use of public database, public domain to download secondary data of omics. Okay, I think that's all. I stop here, and then I can let you all to concentrate on writing the assignment. I mean, the sooner you finish this by tomorrow, you're already done with this assignment 1, and then you can concentrate on other things. So that's the reason why I made it to be like this. And as for quiz, do discuss among 6 of you, when do you want to do it? Right after chapter 2 complete? I think chapter 2 complete. Chapter 2 completed on the chapter 2 completed on 11th of June, or you want a week after 11th of June. So do discuss, and then what time you want, so that I can open the quiz online. Okay, again, the quiz will be similar like the assignment. You click the assignment quiz button, and then the quiz will be there. Okay, so do discuss when you want to do it, what time, and then let me know. Yen can let me know. Yen is the representative, and then I can open the whole thing on the e-learn lah. And do submit the assignment on the e-learn, yeah? Do not email me directly, because we will capture your assignment in the e-learn lah for our audit whatnot. Okay, any question? before I let you to focus on the assignment? Not at the moment. Thank you, Yan. Others? Okay, not at the
Thank you,
moment.
Doctor. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, good. So good luck with the assignment. Just relax, do it in a very relaxed way. I'm sure you can do it. You are a mature student, all of you. And yeah, don't worry. If you have problem regarding the course, do let me know. You have my number. And then do let me know, and then I'll try to solve it for you. Lah. Okay? Okay. Take care, everybody. Bye. I will upload the slide I just shared with you today. Okay? Bye. Take care.